morning, ladies. Today we are decluttering the playroom. It is a day after Christmas, which I was planning to do a decluttering before Christmas, but now I'm thinking after Christmas is probably a better idea because then kids are more likely to give up some toys because they have so many new ones. So this is our playroom. We have decluttered it multiple times. I think I have at least 2 videos on this channel about that. But now that I have started implementing the Declutter like a mother method, I'm taking a slightly different approach, and we are very determined to clear this off. Because when we were cleaning up for Christmas, just, the area like a little pickup, it took forever and there were so many things on the floor because I think kids are just picking them up and then just dumping them on the ground because they're looking for something. So I hope you're ready for some serious motivation. We're gonna go through everything and declutter like a mother. So I will just give you a little preview. Now, this doesn't look horrible, right? There are some toys here and there, but all in all. So these are some of the things they have gotten for Christmas gifts. So clearly it is on the table. However, I already know there's a lot of things just shoved into those bins. So as Ali Casaza, the author of the Declutter Like a Mother book, would say, what I have previously done is I organized the mess. I know they're not playing with at least half of those toys. So lots of messes, lots of things to declutter. So let's get into it. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you. You'll be on my mind. I'll be dreaming about this till the end of time. We are young, we are free, down for the ride. Might be over tomorrow, but we got to stay forever. So we started in the corner of the playroom. I went through some stuff with my son. My daughter was going through her dolls right next to us. And we just kind of went through the whole playroom. I was kind of going back and forth. I knew they are not going to stay with me in that room for the whole time I'm decluttering. But what I wanted them to do is to kind of let me know which toys they want to keep, which ones they want to throw away. So I was trying to be really quick with that. So as you can see, I was just pulling things out and he was telling me whether he wants to keep it or not. If it was a toy that's, played with by both of them, then I was also asking my daughter what she wants to do with it. But like for example, with those books, I told them they have 4 of them. If they can pick the ones that they actually are going to use. We used to have many more, so we slowly got rid of those. But they was just packed with things. And there are few rules that I set out for my kids as we were starting this. The first rule was that they do have to be involved and they have to help me with what stays, what goes. And 2 was I did promise them I will not throw anything away that they truly want to keep. So I didn't want to be kind of going overboard and they telling me, yes, I really like this, I want to keep it, and me throwing it away. I wanted this decluttering to be kind of a learning experience for them so they can make those decisions. Yes, I want to keep it because I'm going to play with it, or no, this is not something that I am interested in anymore. Now, there were, at the end of the day, there was probably only about 4 or 5 items where my daughter was very adamant about keeping things, and I was more against keeping that specific item simply because I know that she did not play with it in a long time. So we made a compromise and we said that, we're gonna see how you are over the next month or so. And if you don't play with it, we're going to revisit this item. And she was completely fine with it because she kept on saying, well, I forgot I had it because it was hidden. We had so many other things on top of it or whatever it was. So that was the compromise that we have made during this decluttering process. When you're heading down, when it all just sucks, I'll be your charge. And as you can see, I was constantly lifting things up and asking, do you want to keep it? Do you want to get rid of it? So that's kind of the process. I really wanted to go through it fast with that part of it, not necessarily concentrating of what goes into what drawer at that point, because I knew the attention span for my kids is going to run out fast. Now, they did an amazing job. For this process, and I don't know if it was one because this was not the first time we did that. We did little smaller projects, we did some decluttering before, and I think at this point it's just one, they got used to it. Two, we had more conversations about it, and they were willing to give away a lot of the toys. Some of them that they said a few months ago, no, absolutely not, and this time they were like, yeah, I don't care about it. Go ahead. As you can see, that's a lot of things that we were getting rid of, and clearly we're only 1/3 of the way in, not even, of this decluttering process. So there was a lot of work that they have done where we really were very intentional about what we're keeping and what we are not. And if this is the first time you are stopping by on my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you are here. I do a lot of videos about just organizing and decluttering and different types of routines and household management from a working mom's perspective. I'm sure it can be applied to everyone, but I am definitely on a decluttering journey, so that's what I have been sharing on my channel lately, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But if you are new here, I hope that you are here to stay, that you subscribe to my channel, so we can go on this journey together. And this journey to declutter my house has started a couple of months ago, I think. I started yet again decluttering my stuff, and then I came across Ali Kasaza, who is teaching a Declutter Like a Mother method. So I'm going to link her book down below, and that's when kind of my mindset has shifted. I kind of understood a few things about myself, and I'm going to share them as we go along. So the big project that I started with was my basement. So I have a few videos on that. I'm going to link them down below if you are interested. But today, the day after Christmas, was the playroom. And let me tell you, I have learned a lot of things about myself when I was decluttering the playroom. The very first one was that the biggest problem with creating the clutter in this room is completely on me. I am the problem. I am the one who's buying most of those toys. I am the one who if my kids like one toy, I'm going to buy multiple versions of it because, well, that's going to keep them entertained. I am the one with the mindset that, more toys are going to get my kids to have options, and they're going to spend more time in the playroom. I created this problem. Like, I need to own up to it. It was completely kind of on us as parents to set that example, to set that environment. And obviously, we take a lot of this from our childhood, how we were raised, what we had and didn't have. So it kind of all comes back, but that was a huge realization for me that, I need to set a good example. I need to teach my kids that more is not better, that less is actually gonna allow them to see their toys, to play with them, to not to have to clean up all those messes at the end of the day. And then once we get that clutter under control, it's going to be so much easier to create those routines, to whether it's decluttering on a monthly basis, not letting that clutter pile up, because things are going to come into the house. Your kids are going to get new toys from your family members, they're going to bring things from school, but kind of starting with a cleaner slate is the first thing to do. And I am so happy that we have decided to do that, because I can already tell you that my kids are starting to change, and it has been only a few days. The first thing that they were playing with is, being creative. They took out cardboard boxes in the middle of the room, and they created like an arcade for themselves with some of their toys. I mean, it's amazing to see how, my mindset of having so many toys was a good idea. When I started this parenthood journey, really backfired, and now I'm completely on the opposite end. As you just saw, we did quite a bit of progress. I'll take you around and show you. My kids did an amazing job. I was shocked. Now, I did bribe them. I shouldn't say bribe them, but they're supposed to, we just started with allowance for them. They asked if that we can figure it out if they do chores and stuff. So they were supposed to get $5 today, and I told them if they help me with the decluttering of the playroom and they do a really good job, I'm gonna give them $20 instead of the $5. And it worked like magic. Within an hour, I don't think they even were here for an hour, they went through all the stuff. They even asked me to get rid of the kitchen that they had. We used it for, I want to say 5 years, and it's still in a great shape, but they said they're no longer playing with it. And I was like, really? You want me to get rid of it? And they're like, yeah. So somebody just picked it up. I posted on like a free Facebook page, so somebody else can use it, and I'll take you around to show you what we are working with right now. Okay, so there is a lot of stuff. All of the things on the floor are things, well, except the car seat. That's still going away, we're just giving it to somebody else. But all of this is stuff we are either donating or throwing away. So now I have to kind of go through it and see what's worth. But actually there's more here. You don't see it. So all this is all garbage bag, and this stuff I just have to sort to see if there's anything that I can actually donate. If not, I'll throw it away.
I don't wanna be alone, spend too much time by myself. So many things that I still don't know. It's time for me to move.
And now, before I move to the other side of the room, I really wanted to sort the donation pile, make sure that everything, like the dolls had their dresses, because, my daughter likes to change their clothes all the time, and I needed to make sure that when we are donating something that it's actually, has all the things with it. And I also wanted to make sure that none of the toys that we were donating were broken or just in a bad shape. I am of a belief that if I am donating something, it should be something that's actually usable and not just a piece of trash. So if it's trash, it went into the trash. As you can see, I just had this basket of just random balls this was from my son's birthday when I think he was 3. And he is 9 right now. So there is just a lot of random things that I kept on keeping because I thought my kids will play with it, or one time they play with it, so they're gonna play with it again. And I really need to get a hold of that. And right now they are 6 and 9, so they are able to help me with those decisions, which I am very grateful for. But I'm also paying more attention of what they are actually playing with, and if I notice that there are things they are not playing with, I will kind of have that conversation with them and keep discussing, well, if you are not playing with it, do you really think we should keep it?
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here, all my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus.
And like I said, you just saw me kind of putting things into drawers. Right now, I am putting them. There is some logic into the way I'm putting it, like one drawer is for my son, one is for little games. At the end of the video, I will show you, I will give you a tour and show you more or less what I have. It's not gonna be the end state, but I did not want to get hanged up on organizing stuff. And that is because that was my pitfall before when, and I mentioned at the beginning of the video, when I would declutter, I would not actually get rid of things. I was putting more emphasis on making it look nice. And because of that, this was kind of, failure from the beginning. So this time my concentration that day was to get rid of stuff. And then once I have less stuff, I can kind of start seeing how the space looks like, how my kids are playing, and figure out what is the best way to organize the things where it's more functional and they are actually using it in a way that makes them play with it more. So that's why you don't see a lot of emphasis on organization. It's more emphasis of actually getting rid of the stuff. So that's phase one for this playroom.
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me.
And now it was time to finally get to the toys that they just got and seeing how I could put them. Now this is the one gift my daughter got from Santa, and I was not very happy with Santa because I did not realize that all those little beads were not already in a tray. This was painful, guys. I mean, it's a few seconds here, but that took me probably 10 to 15 minutes to put it on, and they kept on mixing with each other. And I was just trying it out if I shake it, if they're not gonna mix together again. So note to self and note to Santa of double checking how things are actually, well, I don't know if I could actually double check, but I'm just hoping that this is the toy she will be playing with, because that took a lot of time to put it together. Okay, just want to give you a view of all the stuff that we are getting rid of. Some of it it's trash, some of it it's donations in a bag, some of it it's like, recycled stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So that kitchen is gone, that was there. Somebody picked it up. We still have to organize the Barbie dollhouse, just put it away, and I'm about to take this Christmas tree down so we can have this playroom all ready to go. But you guys, I am proud of myself and my kids because this is a lot of stuff.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side. It makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like every
Okay, it is 6 p.m. so I have been on and off since, I don't know, 10 a.m. Long time. It wasn't the whole time over here. We were kind of doing other things as well, but I don't know if you can hear, but I can hear an echo in this room. If that doesn't tell you how much we decluttered, I don't know what else will. So I will just take you around and show you what we have. So this is how it looks from the entrance from the house. So if you noticed on the top, there is nothing on that shelf, which was amazing because last time I decluttered, that was like kind of like a eyesore. So we still have this game table. There's a few different games, that's why it's kind of in the back. So this is where we have the toys. It's not all of them. I'm not gonna go through a lot, but I'll just show you that this is all the sandbox. This is kind of like not even art, craft supplies, I should say. This is a box with Play-Doh. These are different games that are in those plastic Ziploc bags. There are a few games over here. For now, they are still in this. So those are, except for the chess, those are all the games my son got for Christmas. So this is something he's gonna build. This one I will put in a little smaller Ziploc bag in a few days once he kind of gets used to it. This one he didn't start yet, so we'll see. This is my daughter like jewelry making bin. And here is where she made huge progress. She had 3 of those bins with dolls, and she basically just left 2 dolls over here. She switched to Barbie, so I told her, you're not playing with those dolls anymore, it's time to, you know, give it up. So she has like 2 stuffed animals and Elsa and Anna and some clothes, some doctor bags, and these are just like pretend play items that she left. I also put 2 of her dresses here. She has a few more that I have to bring down from her room. I don't know if it's gonna stay here. My plan is to paint this room. So right now we have a green, blue, which was purposely, and purple. And we plan on just painting it gray. And when we do, maybe I'll just move those little hangers all the way over there. And that way it's gonna be like a little corner for her dress up, because she has also like her toys in there as well. So here is the table. I have a whole video how I set up this table for their homework area and the entire over there like a mud room. So I'm gonna link it down below in case you wanna see it. But this is where they have all their crayons, markers, all that stuff. Here is the project my son is working on, like a little volcano, so I left it there. Now, this is going away. We are giving it to a friend of ours, but there is no better place to put it. Here, I didn't show it good before, but this was stacked with boxes all the way to the top. So once we get the bin for outside for the toys, this wagon is gonna go there. There's only 2 kinds of things that they have left to play with. One of them is like a tent building and a marble maze, and then there's a tent and hula hoop. What's behind is a beanbag game. So what I did here for now, I left 1 of the bins for each kid, so any art in progress can go here. They love the kiwi boxes, so this is the latest one. They already started doing that, or they finished doing that, but I put it in the box. I'll have a conversation with them tomorrow that once they're done creating it and no longer playing with it, it has to go. And when the next one comes next month, this one has to go. Like, that's gonna be the rule. So then we have another drawer with some of the other games. Now, it's hard to see the progress. This was full. This was filled to the brim. All of those drawers were. So now they can actually open and see. This one is mostly empty. It's just some of my son's nature collection, as he calls it, and then marbles. This is gonna be my daughter's drawer with art. So we have paint, we have some origami and some water painting. And this is the drawer that needs to be addressed. All those Legos are gonna go to their rooms. So this one, as you can see, is not decluttered yet. But once it is, this is gonna be empty. And then here we have another cabinet. So what I did is, well, this one is empty. This one just has her Barbies. There is more in the living room. She's gonna bring more here. And these are all the puzzles. I had 2 drawers full of them. I still wanted to get rid of 1 or 2. I'll give it another month, and if they don't play with it, they're gonna go as well. Not all of them, just a few. So this is little games, my son's stuff, and this is for the game table. So we have a bed, Barbie dollhouse, and the dresses. So you guys, it's amazing how much more space we have. What's gonna go actually where that bed is at, I'm still gonna talk with them about the giraffe. They do play with it though, so I don't know if they're gonna be willing to give it away. If they say yes, it's gonna go. If not, it will stay there. This is, I bought them a little keyboard, and this is for Christmas. I don't know, the house is so dirty, they didn't even notice that. So I'm gonna set that up probably tomorrow and put it, I'm guessing, right there where that little bed is at. So I'm gonna move the bed where the giraffe is at. I'm still trying to talk her into getting rid of the bed because she got rid of all the dolls. So there really is no reason for her to keep it, but she did an amazing job today, so I don't wanna push it too much, but we're gonna have those conversations tomorrow. All in all, this has been an amazing way to declutter a day after Christmas when they have all the new toys, and it's so much more willingness to give away the old ones because they know they're not gonna play with them anymore. So amazing decluttering of a playroom. I have never been so happy at the end of decluttering because I know that this time it's actually decluttered. I don't have an organized mess. I have a decluttered space. So in the next videos, I will probably try to organize and figure out how to best kind of put things, where to put them. But the goal for today was to declutter, and we have accomplished that. So I hope this video gave you some motivation to declutter your own space, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.